So, ladies and gentlemen, let's say it's 1975. You're sitting down watching a great game with the Owen Sound Junior B team, a very successful franchise. And you're saying to yourself, that's an awful good goalie. And you meet yourself in the future, let's say the guy, he comes back to talk to you, said that guy's going to be the number one goalie for the New York Rangers in less than 6 years. And you're saying, what are you talking about? Well, your version of the future would say we have to be talking about Steve Baker. Now, he's drafted 44th overall by the Rangers in a very, very important 1977 amateur draft. Like I said, he played Junior B in Owen Sound in 1975. Went on to Union College of the ECAC Second Division in 76 and 77, but eventually resigned from the squad when head coach Ned Harkness was forced to resign. Now, born in Boston but raised in the great Massachusetts community of Braintree, highlights of his early NHL career, including losing only one of his first 10 NHL starts as a rookie in 1980, and of course his run in the 1981 playoffs when the Rangers advanced to the Stanley Cup semis with him as their starting goalie. Now, in the autumn of 81, he had more prestige as he served as Tony Esposito's backup for Team USA at the 81 Canada Cup. Of course, Esposito, as a dual citizen, could play for either Team Canada or Team USA. Now, Baker and his wife Rosemary raised two children, well known to be a strong family man, very dedicated to his family and to hockey. Now, talking about that initial season with Owen Sound, 22 games with a 1.73 average. He was one of Coach Harkness' first recruits at Union College, and Harkness had gone to Union to resurrect the varsity hockey program after losing his job as the Detroit Red Wings GM. He also started in high school baseball as a catcher. Now, he debuted in the NHL against Minnesota on November 28, 1939, and ironically wore a very important number 35. He eventually retired in 1984. Overall record with the Rangers was quite strong. 20-11, 57 games with 3 shutouts. And of course, in that 81 playoff run, he went 7-7 with a 4.0 average. Now, he made 23 saves to help the Rangers tie Minnesota 4-4 in his first NHL game. Again, lost only one of his first 10 NHL starts, but wore number 39 during the New York Rangers 1980 training camp. He was the player of the week in the NHL for March 30th, which allowed him again to start in the playoff for the Rangers. He did miss part of the 81-82 season with a torn groin, an injury suffered during a game on Halloween night against Boston. Unfortunately, he was released by the Rangers in July 83, signed for New Jersey as a free agent in January 84, when New Jersey was trying to solve its goalie situation with numerous backstops, but never played for the team. Again, played for numerous minor league and NCAA squads, including Union, Toledo of the IHL, New Haven of the AHL, Springfield of the AHL, Tulsa of the CHL, and of course Binghamton, Maine of the AHL. 4 plays at the Canada Cup in 1981. Now, he was an AHL Calder Cup winner, 84 in Maine. He was a WHA draft pick by Birmingham, number 40 overall in round 5 in 77. He led CHL with the goalie games played leader with 49 with Tulsa in 83. Now, CHL CHL minutes leader in 83 with Tulsa 29:01. He also played 10 games for the Toledo team in 78 that went on to win the IHL playoff title, but was not with the team during the postseason. He also played on the 1980 AHL regular season champion in New Haven. Now, he majored in economics at Union College and also attended Yale during off seasons of his playing days. Now, again, the controversy when he left Union College in December 77, this was a show of support for Coach Harkness, who had quit his job because he felt he was not treated fairly by administrators at Union. Harkness had been recruiting academically unqualified players with the permission of Union President Thomas Bonner, who wanted the team to be successful at all costs. However, Union officials embarrassed Harkness by putting 4 of his players on academic probation for their poor grades. He responded by quitting as coach, and Baker and other Union players also quit in solidarity with their head coach. Union was forced to finish the season with JV players, and the incident eventually led to Bonner's resignation. Now, he eventually signed a 25-game AHL tryout contract with Hartford in October '83, and then was assigned to Binghamton. Now, he's the son of Bill Baker, a Boston dentist, who was once invited to try out for the baseball's Boston Red Sox. So a very, very successful family in all shape or form. Now again, Toledo Gold Diggers in 1978, 10 games played. New Haven in 79 and 80, 33 games with a 3.5 average. Rangers in 1980, 9, 8, and 6. Rangers in 81, again 10, 6, and 5, and 7, 7 in the playoffs. And he also played New Haven that year for 25 games. 82 with Springfield, 11 contests, and also 6 with the Rangers. 83, his last NHL tenure, 3 games with the Rangers, 2.94 average with 1 loss. 83 with Tulsa, he played in 49 games, 22 and 27. 84 split time between Binghamton and Maine, again 6 games with Binghamton, and 13 with the Mariners, and again was part of their Calder Cup Victoria squad. Final NHL totals, 57 games, 3 shutouts, 20, 20, and 11, 3.7 average. But to see, ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman in the 81 playoffs, again, the Rangers had a very good team in 81, and to see him do so well for the Rangers that year, almost, very closely, almost made the Stanley Cup finals that year. The league was quite tough. 81, one of the most underrated seasons for the NHL, because Gretzky's Oilers were coming along. You had the Islanders playing strong, and the Islanders and Rangers had quite a bit of rivalry. Ranger fans forget about Steve Baker, but I haven't, because what really stood out for me, he kind of looked like an early version of Brian Hayward. When I first saw him play, and then I saw Brian Hayward play, I said, is this the same player? Same style, same movement in the net. But this guy was tremendous. 81 was probably one of the greatest years in his life, and we salute that, because he did well with the Rangers, played with the Canada Cup. You know, but going from Junior B in Owen Sound within 6 years to becoming so close to Stanley Cup final, dreams can come true, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the legacy of the great Steve Baker. If you like what you're doing here, give us a like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks for listening.